dentist, founder, and fighter. Those have got to be the three most random titles that I've assigned to my name, yet are all true. My name is Sana, I'm 24 years old. I graduated as a dentist last year. I have a big passion to fight, especially for grappling. And I'm the recent founder of the app called Evo Grow Daily, which we have just launched today on January the 1st. I've achieved a fair bit in my life. I learned how to fly a plane, skateboard, dance salsa, play the guitar, and all the other achievements that you can go see on my Instagram. So I think I have a little bit of merit to help you achieve your goals this year. Now, my 2025 goal was to get to 5,000 followers on Instagram. I started at 3,000 after posting for 2 years. At the end of 2025, I'm leaving with 60,000 and more on Instagram alone. And my goal for 2026 is huge. Maybe 500K, maybe a mil, who knows? But I'm going to be putting loads of action towards it, so you should definitely see growth. Now, I want you to ask yourself these 3 questions as you go into 2026. Instead of advice, I think the right answer is within you. So here we go. The first question is, if this was your last year on Earth, how would you spend it? Would you be with your loved ones? Would you go abroad and travel? Would you actually finish your degree? Would you make loads of money for the first 6 months? These are all questions that you should think about because you will start to see what matters to you. Which is question number 2. Why do those things matter to you? And why did you think about them in that order? You can start to see what you are prioritizing in your life. A lot of people would say, oh man, I'd go to another place. I'd go to Brazil. I'd go to Colombia, South Africa. Who knows, right? They wouldn't really factor money into it. They just go abroad and they'd use their savings. That makes me think, why don't you do it now? But then you come up with the logical reasoning, right? The rational stuff, which is like, oh man, I don't want to use my savings. I want to wait until I'm older, or, I want to finish my degree, and then I want to get this job, etc. A lot of our life decisions are based on the future that we don't know truly exists. And recently I've been pondering taking a very big risk in my life, which is a YouTube video that's going to come out soon. An extremely big risk that has to do with one of my achievements and leaving it behind. But anyways, that's for another video. By asking yourself, what is it that you'd want to do in your final year of life, i.e. this year? Why do those things matter? You start understanding why you think the way you do and what matters to you. The last question that I would ask you is, what boosts my energy in life? It's slightly different to the first two, but this is ultimately what works with you. What things actually boost your energy and therefore your feeling of life itself? Some people are extroverted. They like to be around people, be in social places, and that boosts their energy in themselves. Some people think it's from the gym, right? The more you go to the gym, the more you lift heavier weight, or you get successful at a particular sport, etc., then that boosts the energy in life. I think I can relate to that one. Finding out what boosts your energy in life is how to actually stay fulfilled, how to actually stay disciplined and consistent and whatnot. Because if you are feeling good in general, then you are more likely to go ahead and do other things that better you. But if you aren't, if you are overthinking and you're anxious, etc., then you are more likely to fail. One thing I've realized and I'd like to share with you is a lot of us chase money. I want to get richer for sure. That's one of my big goals for 2026. But the thing is, money doesn't drive fulfillment. Money can give you safety, but fulfillment is a whole other topic. I've seen guys think that, oh yeah, with money, I can get the girl I want, or I can do this, or if I look jack, again, I can get the girl I want, etc. Often they are delaying their fulfillment and happiness into a potential future realm and negating the present moment. Sounds a little woo-woo, but it's true. You could be happy today. Even if you aren't rich, the next logical thing for you to do would be to take an actionable step towards getting rich. But if you have a positive impression of yourself today, you're more likely to achieve that end result. Okay? So I would ask yourself these 3 questions going into 2026 and seeing what comes from it. Like I said, one of my biggest goals for this year is to grow on social media across all platforms, and YouTube being one of them. A lot of people request me to make longer form videos, so here I am on the 1st of January taking action. Let's see how this goes. I'm very excited for this journey. Stay tuned for a lot more videos.